Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Manti. September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and here to talk more about that is Doherty, who is the Executive Director of the Society for the Prevention of Teen Suicide. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Larry, for having me.
I know it's a tough topic. It's a tough topic, especially for families that have to go through this and families that I'm sure that you deal with. I want to start, first of all, with talking about your organization. Are you a local or a national organization?
We are a local organization that does work on a national basis. So we were founded in 2005 by two Monmouth County residents who each lost a child to suicide. And at that point, they really were unaware that it should have been on their radar. And so they wanted to do something positive out of their tragic loss. And so they started the organization to they just wanted to help one family in Monmouth County from going through what they went through. And ultimately were responsible for having legislation passed in the state that requires New Jersey educators to have a minimum of 2 hours of suicide prevention training every 5 years. And once they were successful in that, it really just gave national exposure because New Jersey was the first state in the country to pass such legislation. And so other states started calling to find out how they were successful.
Well, that's wonderful. You know, suicide is one of those things that it seems like there's so much guilt involved with it sometimes, and even shame involved with it sometimes, that there is a lack of resources. I know that's been changing, especially when it comes to veterans, even with teen suicide, a little bit with suicide for first responders. But I would have guessed that it's important that there's someone that has been through it and has been through all of the problems that lets people know that they're out there for them.
Yes, it is. It's very important, and much of the suicide prevention movement has been started by and led by survivors of suicide loss, similar to the founders of our organization. And really, our focus is education and awareness and providing those resources to the communities so that they know that it's okay to talk about suicide and help take away a little bit of that stigma around it. And especially for the youth that we work with, make them aware that they should talk about it and it's okay to talk about it, and that life is hard and they're going to go through challenges, but to ask for help, and that there is always help out there and to always have hope.
How do people find you to find out about the resources?
Sure. Honestly, many people find us through internet searches. They search, teen suicide prevention or warning signs of suicide, and so they do get the resources on our website, which include a short video for parents that discusses some of the most frequently asked questions that our founders were getting when they went out to speak about suicide. There are also different articles titled "Talking to Your Kids About Suicide," or if a friend of your child has attempted, talking to them about that, or unfortunately in the instance that there is a death, how to prepare your child to attend the funeral of a friend. But also for students, we started a youth council 2 years ago, and so we've invited Monmouth and Ocean County students, high school students, to participate. And so they meet on a regular basis and just increase their personal knowledge on the warning signs of suicide, but we also really focus on the trusted adults. And so for children, it's really important to know who their trusted adult would be so that they would go to them in time of need, either for themselves or for a friend. And many times that trusted adult is not their parent. It may be a favorite teacher, a coach, the head of their religious house of worship, different things like that.
Somebody they feel comfortable with and confiding in. Is there a specific website people can find your organization?
Yes, our website is www.sptsusa.org.
Great, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Doherty, who is the Executive Director of the Society for the Prevention of Teen Suicide. Again, this is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. I'm Larry Manti. That wraps up Jersey Matters for this week. Stick around for another thing.